She slammed the locker door shut, the metallic clang echoing through the empty hallway like a gunshot, her heart pounding as if it might burst from her chest. "Why do you keep doing this to me?" she whispered, tears stinging her eyes, staring at the girl who had upended her perfect world. In that moment, Vivian knew her life would never be the same. The troublemaker's smirk hid a storm that had already pulled her under. Vivian Thompson had always been the epitome of perfection at Lincoln High in suburban Chicago. Valedictorian track, captain of the debate team, volunteer at the local shelter. Her life was a meticulously planned roadmap to Yale, then law school, then a corner office overlooking the city. But perfection came with a price. The constant weight of expectations from her single mother, who worked 2 jobs to afford the house in the good school district, and from teachers who saw her as their golden ticket to prestige. Vivian rarely let her guard down. Emotions were distractions, vulnerabilities to be buried deep. That all changed on a crisp autumn morning when Riley Hayes transferred in from some rough neighborhood on the south side. Riley was chaos incarnate, tattoos peeking from under her ripped denim jacket, hair dyed a rebellious blue streak, and a reputation that preceded her like a dark cloud. Whispers followed her. Expelled from her last school for fighting, rumored to run with a crowd that dabbled in petty theft. Vivian first noticed her in AP English, where Riley slouched in the back row, doodling instead of taking notes. "Miss Hayes, care to join the discussion?" the teacher snapped. Riley looked up with a lazy grin. "Sure, if you want the real talk. Shakespeare's just a dead guy romanticizing toxic love." The class tittered. Vivian rolled her eyes, but something stirred. A flicker of intrigue amid the annoyance. Their paths crossed again in the library after school. Vivian was buried in research for her debate on climate policy when Riley plopped down across from her, uninvited. "You're that straight-A girl, right?" "Vivian." Riley's voice was gravelly, laced with a Chicago accent that made Vivian's skin tingle inexplicably. "What do you want?" Vivian replied curtly, not looking up. Riley leaned in, her breath warm. "Help with this essay. Teacher said you're the best." Vivian hesitated. Helping others was part of her image, but Riley's proximity made her pulse race. "Why?" She pushed the thought away. "Fine. But make it quick." As they worked, Riley's tough exterior cracked just a bit. She talked about her mom in rehab, her dad long gone, bouncing between foster homes. "Life's not all honors classes and scholarships," she said softly. Vivian felt a pang. Empathy? Or something more? No, she told herself, it's pity. But as Riley's hand brushed hers reaching for a pen, a spark ignited. Vivian jerked back, heart hammering. What was this? She was straight, focused, perfect. Yet that night, lying in bed, she replayed the moment. A forbidden warmth blooming in her chest. Why did Riley's eyes linger on her like that? Why did it feel right? The next week, Riley started seeking her out. Hallway chats turned into shared lunches in the quad, where Riley's wild stories clashed with Vivian's structured world. "You need to loosen up, princess," Riley teased one day, tossing a fry at her. Vivian laughed. A real unguarded laugh for the first time in months. But inside, turmoil brewed. Her friends noticed. "Why hang with that delinquent?" Sarah, her best friend, warned. "She's trouble." Vivian brushed it off, but doubt gnawed at her. Was she risking everything for a friendship? Or was it more? Late nights she stared at the ceiling, whispering to herself, "This can't be happening. I'm not like that." Yet the pull was undeniable. One rainy afternoon, they ducked into an empty classroom to escape the downpour. Riley shook out her wet hair, droplets flying. "You know, you're not as uptight as you seem," she said, stepping closer. Vivian's breath caught. "What do you mean?" Riley's eyes darkened. "I see you watching me." Before Vivian could respond, Riley's lips brushed her cheek. A fleeting accidental touch? No, intentional. Vivian froze, then bolted, heart racing. Outside, rain mixed with tears. "What am I doing?" she thought. "This could ruin me." But the seed was planted, and it was growing wild. As weeks passed, their study sessions became excuses to talk, to share secrets. Riley confessed her dreams of art school, hidden sketches of cityscapes that captured raw emotion. Vivian opened up about her mom's sacrifices, the pressure to succeed. "I feel like I'm living someone else's life," she admitted one evening in the park near school. Riley took her hand. Then live yours. The touch lingered electric. Vivian pulled away, but not before a rush of longing hit her. That night alone she confronted the truth. She was falling for Riley. Panic set in. No one can know, she vowed. This is just a phase. But deep down she knew it was more. A awakening that terrified and thrilled her. By mid-semester whispers started. Vivian's grades slipped slightly. She was distracted, daydreaming about Riley's smile. Her mom noticed. "What's going on, honey? You're off." Vivian lied. "Just stress." But the internal conflict raged. Why her? Why now? She agonized in her journal. Riley too wrestled with vulnerability. "I've never felt this way," she thought during sleepless nights. "But Vivian is too good for my mess." Their bond deepened, unspoken tension building like a storm on the horizon. The storm broke on a Friday night at the homecoming dance. Vivian had gone with her debate partner, Jake, as a cover, perfect platonic. But Riley showed up unannounced, crashing the event in a borrowed dress that hugged her curves, her blue streak glowing under the disco lights. She pulled Vivian aside during a slow song. "Dance with me," she whispered. Vivian's heart screamed yes, but fear whispered no. "People are watching." Riley's eyes flashed hurt. "So what? Are you ashamed?" Vivian hesitated, then took her hand. They swayed in a corner, hidden from most eyes, but the intimacy was palpable. "This feels right," Vivian thought, her head on Riley's shoulder. But guilt twisted inside. What if Mom finds out? What if everyone does? Post-dance they snuck to the football field. Lying on the grass under stars. Riley turned to her. "Vivian, I like you. More than friends." The confession hung heavy. Vivian's mind raced, denial, desire, dread. "I do too," she admitted, voice trembling. Their first kiss was tentative, fireworks exploding in Vivian's soul. But as lips parted, reality crashed in. "We can't," she said, pulling back. "My future." Riley's face crumpled. "Your future or your fear?" The argument escalated, voices rising. "You're the one who's scared," Riley accused. Vivian stormed off, tears blinding her. Alone in her room she curled up, sobbing. Why does love have to hurt like this? Why can't I just be normal? The next weeks were a whirlwind of stolen moments and secret rendezvous. Cafeteria glances, notes passed in class, late-night texts that bared their souls. Riley shared her fears of abandonment. "Everyone leaves me eventually." Vivian confessed her identity struggles. "I've always felt different, but I buried it." Their love grew, passionate in its innocence. Hugs that lingered, hands intertwined under desks. But cracks appeared. Vivian's friends grew suspicious. Sarah cornered her. "You're acting weird. Is it that Riley girl?" Vivian denied, but the lie burned. Inside she battled. Am I betraying myself by hiding? Or protecting us? One evening at Riley's foster home, a cramped apartment in a rundown building, they talked for hours. Riley's vulnerability shone. "You make me want to be better, Vivian. For you." Vivian's heart swelled, but doubt lingered. What if I'm not enough? She thought. Their conversations turned deep, unpacking past traumas. Riley's anger issues stemmed from loss. Vivian's perfectionism from fear of failure. "We're broken in different ways," Riley said. "But together maybe we're whole." Vivian nodded, but internally. "Or maybe we'll shatter each other." Tension mounted when Vivian's mom found a text from Riley. Innocent, but affectionate. "Who's this?" she demanded. Vivian panicked, claiming a study buddy. But the seed of suspicion was sown. If she knew the truth. Vivian agonized. Riley, sensing the distance, pushed back. "You can't keep us in the shadows forever." An argument ensued in the school parking lot. "I'm trying," Vivian yelled. "For what? A life where you pretend?" Riley shot back. They parted angry, but the pain was visceral. That night, Riley punched her pillow, thinking, why do I always fall for the ones who can't commit? Vivian stared at her phone. Unsent messages piling up. "I love you, but I'm terrified." Midterms brought more stress. Vivian aced them, but at what cost? Sleepless nights torn between love and ambition. Riley's grades improved with Vivian's help, but her rebellious streak flared. A skipped class led to detention. "See? This is why we don't work," Vivian thought bitterly. Yet she visited Riley in detention, slipping her a note. Miss you. The reconciliation was sweet. A whispered apology in the hall. But the cycle repeated, bliss then doubt. As winter approached, their relationship deepened emotionally. Christmas break loomed. Vivian dreaded separation. What if distance breaks us? She worried. Riley planned a surprise. A handmade sketch of them together. Presenting it, she said, "This is us, real, no hiding." Vivian teared up, hugging her tight. But inside, how long can we keep this secret? The answer came sooner than expected. Rumors spread like wildfire after break. Someone saw them holding hands at a mall. Whispers in lockers. Vivian and that dyke? Vivian's world tilted. Sarah confronted her. Is it true? Denial flew from her lips, but guilt stabbed deep. I betrayed her by lying, she realized later alone. Riley heard the rumors too, her heart fracturing. She won't stand up for us. The confrontation was inevitable. Emotions rawer than ever. The betrayal hit like a freight train during a heated argument in the abandoned gym after school. Riley, eyes blazing, demanded, "Are you going to tell them? Or keep pretending?" Vivian faltered. "I can't. Not yet." Riley's voice cracked. "Then what am I to you? A dirty secret." Words escalated. Vivian, cornered, blurted, "Maybe this was a mistake." Riley recoiled as if slapped. "Fine. We're done." She stormed out, leaving Vivian crumbling to the floor, sobs echoing. What have I done? Vivian thought, regret flooding her. I pushed away the one person who saw the real me. In the days that followed, Riley spiraled. She skipped school, hung with her old crowd, graffitiing walls to vent. Why did I let her in? She seethed internally. Love always ends in pain. Vivian, meanwhile, threw herself into academics, but the facade cracked. Her mom noticed the red eyes. Talk to me, Vivian. But how? I'm gay, Mom, and I just broke my own heart. The words stayed unspoken, isolation deepening. A turning point came when Riley got caught shoplifting. A stupid act of rebellion. Suspended, she faced expulsion hearings. Word reached Vivian, who felt responsible. This is my fault, she agonized. Sneaking to Riley's place, she knocked. Riley opened, disheveled. What do you want? Vivian poured out. I'm sorry. I was scared. Riley slammed the door. But later, alone, Riley cried. I miss her so much it hurts. Why can't I hate her? The school buzzed with drama. Vivian's perfect image tarnished. Friends distanced themselves. Sarah, loyal but confused, said, If it's true, why hide? Vivian's internal war raged. Coming out means losing everything, or gaining myself. She started journaling furiously, unpacking layers of self-doubt. Riley showed me love isn't perfect, it's real. And I threw it away. Reconciliation attempts failed. A note in Riley's locker. Please talk. Ignored. Then, at a school assembly, Riley's suspension was announced. Vivian stood up impulsively. It's not fair. Heads turned. But she sat back, courage failing. Coward. She berated herself. Riley in the audience saw the gesture. A spark of hope? No anger one. She almost fought for me. Almost. The true betrayal unfolded when Vivian, desperate to salvage her reputation, confided in Jake. It was just a phase, she lied. Jake, homophobic undertones surfacing, spread it. Vivian experimented, but she's straight. Riley overheard in the cafeteria, heart-shattering anew. She denied us publicly. Fury boiled. She confronted Vivian in the bathroom. How could you? Tears streamed. Vivian stammered. I didn't mean. But Riley cut her. You did. We're nothing now. The door slammed, finality ringing. Riley's world darkened. Foster parents threatened to send her away. No one wants a screw-up like me, she thought, contemplating running. Vivian, racked with guilt, sought therapy secretly. School counselor sessions where she admitted, I love her, but I hurt her. Insights dawned. My fear stems from society's judgment, not my heart. But repair seemed impossible. High drama peaked at the spring talent show. Riley, defying suspension, snuck in to perform a spoken-word piece. Raw about forbidden love and betrayal. You built me up just to tear me down, she recited. eyes locking on Vivian in the crowd. The audience gasped. Vivian fled backstage, hyperventilating. Her words are my truth, she realized. Chasing Riley after, she begged. Forgive me. Riley hesitated, pain evident. Why should I? Vivian's voice broke. Because without you, I'm lost. They talked till dawn in a diner, emotions pouring. Riley revealed her own fears. I push people away before they leave. Vivian confessed. I was ashamed of myself, not you. Vulnerability bridged the gap, but trust was fractured. Can we fix this? Vivian wondered. Riley. Maybe. But it hurts too much right now. They parted with a hug, bittersweet. As prom neared, tensions simmered. Vivian decided to come out to her mom first. I'm in love with a girl. Tears, hugs, acceptance. I just want you happy. Empowered, Vivian reached out again. But Riley, scarred, pulled back. I need time. The rejection stung deeper than before. Time didn't heal, it festered. Riley's expulsion loomed. Her foster situation deteriorating. This is rock bottom, she thought, nights haunted by Vivian's face. She was my light, and I let her dim it. Vivian, empowered by her coming out, faced backlash. Slurs in hallways, lost friends. But strength grew. This pain is growth. Yet missing Riley was agony. Every breath without her feels empty, she confided in her journal. Did I destroy us forever? A desperate act. Vivian testified at Riley's hearing, vouching for her character. She's more than her mistakes. She changed me for the better. The board listened. Suspension reduced. Riley, shocked, confronted her after. Why? Vivian's eyes welled. Because I love you. And I'm done hiding. The admission hung electric. Riley's walls cracked. I love you too, but the betrayal. They argued fiercely. Accusations flying, tears flowing. You denied me. Riley screamed. I denied myself. Vivian countered. The raw honesty exposed wounds but also hope. Post-hearing, they met in secret spots. Conversations laced with pain. Riley's anger masked fear. What if you hurt me again? Vivian's remorse was palpable. I'll spend forever making it right. Intimate talks revealed deeper scars. Riley's abandonment issues. Vivian's perfectionism as armor. We're both broken, Riley whispered one night under city lights. But maybe our pieces fit. Vivian nodded, heart aching. Or maybe they'll cut us deeper. Betrayal's shadow lingered when old friends intervened. Sarah, now distant, told Riley. Vivian used you to rebel. Lies? Or twisted truth? Riley doubted, confronting Vivian. Is that it? Vivian denied vehemently. But seeds of mistrust sprouted. How can I believe you? Riley thought, spiraling into isolation. Vivian, sensing the rift, poured her soul into letters. Unsent pleas. You're my everything. Don't let lies win. The climax erupted at prom. Vivian went alone, hoping Riley would show. She did, but with another girl. A rebound to mask pain. Seeing them dance, Vivian's world shattered. This is payback, she realized, jealousy and hurt consuming her. Confronting Riley in the bathroom. How could you? Riley's eyes flashed. Like you did to me? The fight was vicious, words like daggers. I trusted you. You broke me first. Sobs intermixed with accusations, the air thick with regret. Riley stormed out, but Vivian followed to the parking lot. Rain poured, mirroring their tears. Don't go, Vivian begged. Riley turned, vulnerable. It hurts too much to stay. They stood inches apart, emotions crashing. I can't lose you, Vivian whispered. Riley's resolve wavered. Then prove it. A kiss, desperate, forgiving? No, interrupted by thunder. Riley pulled away. I need space. Vivian watched her leave, devastated. Is this the end? She agonized, collapsing in the rain. My heart can't take more. In the aftermath, Vivian withdrew, depression creeping. Love isn't worth this pain, she thought. Her mom supported. Fight for what's real. Riley, meanwhile, faced eviction from foster care. Alone in a motel, she reflected. Vivian was my anchor. Did I cut the rope? Regret overwhelmed, she called but hung up. Too scared to try again. A turning point. Riley's art teacher submitted her work to a scholarship contest. Winning meant stability. This could change everything, she hoped. But credit went partly to Vivian's encouragement. She believed in me when I didn't. Guilt nod. Vivian, hearing the news, sent congrats anonymously. Even now she cares, Riley realized, tears falling. Emotions peaked in a final confrontation at the park. Riley waited. Vivian arrived, hopeful. I betrayed you, but I've changed. Riley's voice trembled. So have I. But the scars. They dissected every hurt, voices breaking. Why does love feel like war? Vivian asked. Riley. Because it's worth fighting for. Forgiveness teetered, but pain won momentarily. Goodbye, Vivian. Riley walked away, heart in pieces. Goodbye echoed, but fate intervened. Weeks later at graduation, Vivian stood on stage, valedictorian speech ready. Her eyes scanned the crowd. Riley was there, uninvited, eyes locked. Vivian's voice faltered, then strengthened. Life isn't about perfection. It's about embracing who we are, flaws and all. Love taught me that. Applause thundered. But her words were for one person. Riley, tears streaming, thought. She's owning us. Finally. Post-ceremony they met in the quad. That was for you, Vivian said. Riley's dam broke. I've missed you every second. Confessions poured, regrets, growth, undying love. The betrayal nearly killed me, Riley admitted. But it made us stronger. Vivian nodded. I was wrong to hide. You deserved better. They hugged, the embrace healing wounds. Can we start over? Vivian whispered. Riley smiled through tears. Yes. Together. Summer brought renewal. Vivian deferred Yale for a gap year, volunteering with LGBTQ youth. Riley, with her scholarship, pursued art at community college. They dated openly, facing stares but holding hands defiantly. Society's judgment pales to our love, Vivian reflected. Riley. We're proof that broken hearts mend. Challenges persisted. Family reunions where Vivian's mom welcomed Riley warmly, but Riley's past haunted. Will I ever feel worthy? Riley wondered. Vivian reassured. You are. Their bond deepened through therapy, unpacking traumas. Love isn't easy, they agreed. But it's ours. A pivotal moment. Riley's first art show, pieces inspired by their story. Abstract swirls of pain and passion. Vivian stood proud. This is us, resilient. Critics raved. Riley dedicated it to Vivian. You saved me. Vivian teared. We saved each other. As fall approached, they planned futures intertwined. Vivian to Yale, Riley transferring nearby. Distance loomed, but trust held. We've survived worse, Riley said. Vivian. And we'll thrive. The story closed on a Chicago rooftop, city lights below. Riley proposed a promise ring. Forever, no secrets. Vivian accepted, kissing her softly. From troublemaker to my heart's keeper. Internal peace settled. Vivian no longer feared her identity. Riley embraced vulnerability. Their love, born in chaos, bloomed in humanity. A testament that even betrayal can lead to redemption. In the end, Lincoln High's halls whispered their legend. The perfect student and the troublemaker, whose love defied odds, teaching all that true connection transcends labels. Hearts mended, souls ignited, they walked into tomorrow, hand in hand.